Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Nina and this is my assistant's dog George. Maybe he'll make an appearance later. He's very tired. Today's video is all about George. It is his gotcha day today, 31st of January. I will have had him for exactly 1 year. And in that time he has been amazing. Let's go say hi to the people. Oh, he's a big baby. He does not care about much. He does not get fazed by much, as you can see. He loves his cuddles. Around December 2017, my previous assistant's dog Lucy was taken to the vet with a bad back. She was refusing to jump, and that was really unusual for her, like to jump up on a bed, and she was just not happy, and it seemed like she was in a lot of pain. So we took her to the vet and we were told that she has a back problem, not 100% sure what it is without extensive scans. She was put on anti-inflammatories and we took her home. Even though she was cleared to go back to work around 2 weeks after that, I decided that I was going to retire her just because I didn't feel right. She's almost 7 and I just decided to give her a break and took her down to part-time work. I wasn't actively looking for a new dog when I found George's profile on a rescue website. Look at my leg. I originally went out to the pound an hour east of where I live to look at him for a client of mine. They decided he was too big for them, which is understandable. Did you do a burp? Did you do a burp? He's a very big pup. I'd taken Lucy out there and they instantly got along. Lucy's not a huge fan of other dogs. So they instantly got along. He jumped up, gave me kisses, and I just fell in love. So I called Mum, like, Mummy, can we get here? Can I foster this dog? So we took him home. I fostered him for a week, brought him back to the pound, organised my living situation, and then on the 31st of January I drove out again and picked him up, and he was mine. For the first, I think, 3 days he was home. He did have to be at a dog sitter because I was in hospital for a procedure. It's sadly how it turned out, but I mean, it obviously hasn't harmed him much. So after I got out of hospital, I brought him home and he instantly loved it. He felt so at home. I have a video from that first day where we moved into this place, where he's on the bed, I'm trying to make the bed, and he just would not budge. I literally had to move him and turn him, turn him around and stuff, because he just wouldn't get off the bed. So he has been a couch potato since. He loves to sleep. He loves beds, couches, armchairs. He's obsessed with lying on chairs. And for such a big dog, that is pretty weird. His training started pretty much from the get-go, from the first day I got him. He did know how to sit, not on command, but if he held a treat high, he would plant his ass, which is basically how you teach to sit. But we started training from the day basically he came home. We started out with simple basic obedience. I took him out to different social places, not working him as such, but dog-friendly places, just to gauge his reactions, what needed working on, those sort of things. We had, while I was fostering, we had taken him out to a few places just to get a feel for if he was the right prospect for an assistance dog, and he just blew me away with how chill he was in so many different situations. He is just a rock star. Yeah. He has been in training pretty much forever. It feels like forever. But he did have a good 2 months off work while I was in hospital mid last year, but he has bounced back from that really well. I don't go out with him enough just because I don't really have the extra energy to go out if I don't need to, but we do still work, don't we, Georgie? He's a bit of a weird one sometimes. He loves food. Like, loves more than anything in the world, I think, apart from his ball. He loves his chocolate ball, but he loves all treats. He's happy to work for either treats or pats or toys. He's not really phased. He runs so fast. So fast. If I throw the ball with like a ball thrower, he will catch up to it before it lands. If my dad throws it, he does have to run a bit further. But that's his favourite thing to do, to run. He is such a water dog. If we take him to the beach or to the lake, or even my parents in a blow up pool, he will instantly jump in and refuse to get out. If I don't let him in the pool with me, he would just stand at the edge whining. It is so cute. He is a staghound cross. I do eventually want to get him DNA tested, but of course it's not something medically necessary or something I really have to know, and it is quite expensive, so I'm just going by what I'm told. He is approximately 2.5 to 3 years old now. We have no clue about his previous situation. He could have been abused, he could have just run away from home and no one ever claimed him. From his temperament, I'm thinking he just wandered off. The pound I got him from is quite rural, I can't say the word, rural, basically out in the bush, and there's a lot of Indigenous Australian communities, and they don't exactly microchip their dogs or have them on leashes. They just live in the house, and if they wander off, they wander off. And if they want to get that dog out of the pound, they have to pay and get them desexed and microchipped, which generally these Indigenous communities don't do that, which is completely fine. I'm quite thankful for that actually, because that means I got my Georgie. He is so sweet with humans, with other animals. He's not a fan of chickens. Strangely enough. He's not a fan of chickens, but he loves cats and dogs. He adopted a kitty in, I think, March last year. I can't remember the exact date, but they basically grew up together. My cat now behaves more like a dog, and they love each other so much. George is also really amazing with kids. He will lie down and just basically let them do anything with him, which sometimes I need to tell the kids to back off a bit. But he loves that very much. Task-wise, he does medical alert, mobility, and psychiatric tasks. So mobility-wise, he does guide work, like find an exit or find a specific person. He does forward momentum, which basically he just leans into his harness a bit and pulls forward as he walks, which gives me that extra bit of forward momentum, like say upstairs or something. If I get tired, he can give me that extra bit of pull to go forward. He does counterbalance, so if I lose my balance or get dizzy, I can grab a handle on his harness and pull up, and he'll lean the opposite direction, which gives me that extra bit of balance back, like holding onto a wall or something. Medical alert, he does migraine, syncope, and low blood sugar. I said low blood pressure, but he does low blood pressure alerts, which for me that is the precursor to syncope, so I bundle them. He does alert to my friend's low blood pressure, and he gets really annoyed with her and basically pins her down like, no, you ain't getting up. This is very cute. psychiatric tasks, he does things like block and cover, where he positions himself either behind or in front of me when we're at the shops or something in a line where there's lots of people, just to create that barrier between me and someone else. He does interruptions of like repetitive behaviours like scratching or pan flapping or whatever you want to call it, just anxious behaviours. He will either just nudge my hand away, or if I don't listen to him, he'll take my hand in his mouth and move it away. He does deep pressure therapy, where he just lays his body weight across my lap, or if we're sleeping, onto my chest. Just basically it's this deep tissue stimulation, which is also very calming. It's one of his favourite little things. He loves doing that. What else, George? Plans for the future wise, I am hoping to do his public access test in a few months, even though that's not really something you have to do. I want to do it just so that we do have the possibility of flying interstate or even internationally at some point with him. Yeah, pretty much our plans for the future is that. He does go to university with me. I'm not going at the moment, but I am starting again this coming semester. I am going to TAFE and doing a Certificate 3 there, and doing one class at uni. Not sure if that will actually happen, the uni class. We're still working on that. Depending on how many days a week the TAFE is, but that is for another video. He does not come to work with me when I used to work, because I worked as a dog trainer, which he would get in the way, and some of my clients' dogs were not exactly dog friendly, so he would only come to specific clients on specific days. My housemates are screaming. Yeah, he is the laziest little shit in the world. He is my big 30 kilo floppy baby. I had a few people ask to boop him. Boop him on the nose. Boop. Boop. He does not mind at all. We have done a lot of training about desensitizing him to things in and around his mouth, just because he is at eye level with most toddlers, and toddlers have a habit of sticking their fingers in dogs' mouths. So he's very used to, you know, me showing off his teeth and fiddling around with his mouth, just because he is big, and should he bite down on someone's fingers, they're likely going to be pretty squished. So don't lick your parts. And I've had so many people ask me why he's so cute. And honestly, I don't know. Do you know? Do you know why you're so cute? Nope. He's asleep. He goes, "Mommy, it's late. He's tired." So thank you for watching. Leave comments down below if you have any more questions, and I will answer them. I think he's ready for bed. I am hoping to do another video all about Lucy. There will be a lot more about her, because I have had her for almost 7 years. She is currently living with my parents, because I live in a single room in a shared house, and it is way too crammed for 2 dogs. But I am hoping to do another video on her, so if you have any questions about Lucy, leave them down below. And yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm sorry this is so unorganised. I filmed this yesterday. The footage was unusable because my camera decided to do its thing and mess everything up, and it is now 10:30 at night, and I'm trying to get this filmed before I upload it. So yes, thank you for dealing with my mess.